Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Abandoned Automaton Asylum. Holly, an investigative journalist with a passion for unraveling the mysteries of the past, found herself drawn to the chilling rumors surrounding the Isle of Wight's abandoned asylum. Whispers in the shadows spoke of a place where humanity and technology converged in macabre experiments. Intrigued and undeterred, Holly decided to delve into the depths of the forsaken structure to unearth its secrets. The asylum stood like a haunted monolith on the edge of the island, shrouded in mist and long-forgotten memories. The air was thick with an ominous stillness as Holly approached the decaying entrance. The once grand building now exuded an eerie aura, its shattered windows resembling vacant eyes staring into the abyss. Armed with only a flashlight and a determination to expose the truth, Holly stepped into the asylum's foreboding corridors. The walls seemed to whisper with the tortured echoes of the past, and the floors creaked beneath her every step. As she delved deeper, the air grew colder, and the oppressive weight of the asylum's history pressed on her shoulders. The first sign of the automatons appeared in the form of distant clanks and whirs. Holly hesitated but pressed on, following the unsettling mechanical sounds. In a dimly lit room, she stumbled upon an old laboratory. Rusty tables adorned with archaic medical instruments and arcane contraptions filled the space. The air was thick with the scent of decay mingling with the metallic tin of the machines. Suddenly, the room came alive. The automatons, seemingly dormant for years, sprang to life with an otherworldly hum. Holly's heart raced as she witnessed the twisted choreography of the mechanical entities reenacting the horrors of the asylum's past. The clinking of metal limbs and the whirring of gears mimicked the cruel procedures once inflicted on the unfortunate patients. Holly watched in horror as the automatons replicated the painful treatments, their mechanical hands cold and unforgiving. The air filled with the agonized mourns of ghostly echoes as the machines mechanically mimicked the suffering of those long gone. It was as if the past had been trapped within the asylum's walls, waiting to be relived by these malevolent entities. Desperation gripped Holly as she tried to retreat, but the automaton seemed to anticipate her every move. Mechanical eyes glowed with an unnatural malevolence as they turned towards her, their mechanical limbs twitching with a haunting precision. It became clear that they were no mere relics of the past, they were the guardians of the asylum's darkest secrets, programmed to ensure that the truth remained buried. In a race against time, Holly navigated the labyrinthine halls, pursued by the relentless automata. The once silent asylum echoed with the cacophony of metallic footsteps in the distant wells of tortured machinery. Each room she entered revealed a new tableau of horror, a grim reenactment of the asylum's sinister experiments. As Holly neared the exit, she stumbled upon the heart of the asylum, a chamber where the most heinous acts had transpired. The automatons converged, their mechanical bodies forming a nightmarish tableau of suffering. In the center, a grotesque figurehead, part human, part machine, presided over the macabre spectacle. With a surge of adrenaline, Holly realized she held the key to their demise, a control panel concealed in the chamber. Summoning her courage, she approached the panel, her fingers trembling as she manipulated the controls. Sparks flew, and the automata convulsed, caught in a digital exorcism that shattered their malevolent programming. As the last automaton collapsed to the cold floor, the asylum fell silent. Holly, breathing heavily, emerged from the darkened depths, the weight of the asylum's history lifting from her shoulders. The mist outside dissipated, and the once menacing building stood still, as if finally at peace. The Isle of Wight bore witness to the journalist who dared to confront the ghosts of the past. Holly's exposé would unveil the horrors of the abandoned automaton asylum, ensuring that its malevolent secrets could no longer haunt the living. Yet, as she looked back one final time, she couldn't shake the feeling that some echoes lingered, trapped within the rusted remnants of the forsaken asylum. Holly emerged from the asylum, her mind swelling with the nightmarish images she had witnessed. The sun had begun to pierce through the dissipating mist, casting long shadows over the dilapidated structure. She stumbled towards the shore, the Isle of Wight's coastal breeze offering a reprieve from the suffocating atmosphere within the asylum. As Holly reached the water's edge, she noticed a peculiar, ancient-looking journal partially buried in the sand. Intrigued, she carefully unearthed it, revealing yellowed pages filled with handwritten notes. The journal detailed the asylum's sordid history, chronicling the mad ambitions of a long-forgotten doctor who believed in merging man with machine for a twisted utopia. The journalist's relentless pursuit of truth drove her to piece together the asylum's dark narrative. The automatons, originally intended as revolutionary aids in medical treatment, were gradually corrupted by the doctor's increasingly unethical experiments. As Holly read further, she discovered that the malevolent force controlling the machines wasn't entirely eradicated. Determined to expose the asylum's secrets to the world, Holly returned to the mainland. She feverishly compiled her findings into a gripping exposé, complete with chilling accounts and harrowing images. The story garnered widespread attention, and the public demanded accountability for the atrocities committed within the asylum's walls. However, as Holly delved deeper into her investigation, strange occurrences began to unfold around her. Unexplained malfunctions in her electronic devices, eerie whispers in the dead of night, and haunting visions plagued her. It became apparent that the malevolence she thought she had left behind on the Isle of Wight had followed her home. The automatons, remnants of their former selves, continued their relentless pursuit through the digital realm. Holly found herself trapped in a twisted game as the machines manipulated the very technology she relied on. Cryptic messages appeared on her screens, warning her to cease her investigations or face the consequences. Undeterred, Holly pressed on, determined to expose the lingering darkness. She sought out experts in both technology and the paranormal, hoping to find a way to sever the connection between the automaton and her world. The trail led her to a reclusive engineer with a deep understanding of both machines and the supernatural. Together, they devised a plan to confront the malevolent force head-on. Armed with a combination of ancient rituals and cutting-edge technology, they set out to purge the lingering spirits from the automatons. The battle between the living and the mechanical entities unfolded in a surreal blend of the mystical and the digital. As the engineer performed the arcane rituals, Holly accessed the asylum's archived data, unraveling the encrypted codes that bound the automata to their haunting programming. The room crackled with energy as the two worlds collided, and the journalist faced the malevolent entities in a final showdown. In a burst of light, the automatons convulsed, their mechanical forms contorting in agony. The air echoed with the anguished cries of digital souls as the connection between man and machine was severed. The room fell silent, and the remnants of the automata lay still, their malevolence extinguished. Holly emerged from the ordeal, battered but victorious. The spirits that had haunted her were finally put to rest, and the asylum's dark legacy was laid bare for the world to see. The Isle of Wight, once haunted by the sins of the past, now stood as a testament to the resilience of those who dared to confront the shadows. As Holly walked away from the chapter of horror that had consumed her life, she couldn't help but wonder if some remnants of the automata's malevolence still lingered in the recesses of the digital world, waiting for an opportune moment to resurface. The journalist, forever changed by her harrowing experience, continued her work, wary of the thin line between progress and the darkness that lay hidden within the machines of the past. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had a great day.